a different place, a different space. I was watching this channel on YouTube yesterday. It's called Accepting the Universe. And the guy, he said in it, he was like, if you're trying to change someone, don't. And I was like, oh, man, you could have told me that like a few years ago, a little bit earlier. He said the title of the video was called People Can Change, But You Can't Change People. Really wise man. Talks a lot about like Stoic philosophy and stuff. But he talked about how when we try to change other people, we end up in extreme disappointment. And in A Course in Miracles, it always talks about too, like when you're trying to change someone, you're essentially just seeing them like as their worst, as not good enough. And in that spiritual connection that you hold with them, like you're sending them, when you could let go and you could just let people be exactly who they are, you chose to focus in on them, give all your energy away to try and fix something, change something. And I suck at letting go. I'm like the worst at letting go. I always blame it on being a twin, but I think it's like human nature. It's just we're not good at letting things go when we should. But it definitely, not letting go and not walking away, it definitely leads to more disappointment. And like, you can love them at a distance. You can always love them at a distance. Like in quantum physics, they talk about how, we connect with people across countries, across the world. You think about somebody and then they call you, or, things happen. Like, our perception is so limited. And that's why I like learning about the cell and the mitochondria, because it just reminds me of how little I'm able to see. And that's all I really wanted to talk about. Trying to spend a lot of time outside. One thing I was thinking about yesterday is just like follow the sunlight. That's how our circadian rhythm is guided. That's how our digestion is guided. Like if you're someone struggling with inflammation and insulin resistance, the earth is designed as a mirror for us. So when the sun comes up, our wakeful hormones are there for us. And any type of like dysregulation, inflammation, struggle is like just this imbalance in the circadian rhythm. And I just wanted to go back and talk about how the imbalance in the circadian rhythm, like giving away your power, trying to fix somebody, it causes imbalances within you. Like I've experienced this. Again, disappointment, not being able to get what you want, but you don't get what you want, you get what you need. That's what they say. They say we always end up in the exact place that we need to be at the exact right time. And sometimes it doesn't feel that way. But where else would you be? There's a billion videos, there's a billion places to be in the world, there's a billion people to meet, and then how is it that you end up at these exact right moments? And I like talking to older people better because they are more wise in this sense, but they always tell me, and my 80-year-old neighbor, she's like, Rachel, you're going to look back at your life, and it's going to be like sitting down and watching a movie. That's going to quick like that. And, you'll see all the connections of everything. You'll see how everything worked out in your highest favor always. That worst situation that broke your heart, like that was necessary to put you on this path that you're meant to be. The doors, sometimes they gotta close. And also, doors that are meant for you, they will not feel like such a struggle, like such a resistance. I sometimes think about insulin resistance. I'm like, does insulin resistance start if that old quote, as within, so without, so below, as above, so below, as within, so the soul. If insulin resistance, sometimes I think it starts outside in the world, in our interactions, in our relationships with food, people, friends, jobs, everything. So where does the resistance start, and then how much of that resistance can we hold at one time? Sometimes you're holding it all, and then poof, the dam breaks, you know. But the body is incredible. You know, we can live under a state of diabetes, prediabetes, Alzheimer's, dementia sets in decades before for so long. But, you know, then they have those teachers, those tiredness symptoms, fatigue, dryness of the skin, trying to gently knock at the door and say, hey, do you want to go in a different direction? Do you want to do something different? Maybe tomorrow you wake up and you go outside in the sun and you hit that major axis in your brain that communicates with all the organ centers, and maybe just do something different than, you know, doing the same routine every single morning, day in, day out. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. I do love you a lot. Again, that YouTube channel is called Accepting the Universe. Really great channel. I do recommend. And I wish you the best of luck. I hope you have a beautiful day.